Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update for everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. So today is October 20th. This is episode 61 of Rocket Fuel. My name is Whack Whack Attack, and I'm happy that you're here with me. So let's get started. So we had this post from Langers. He said, "Hi everyone. Those keen eyes have spotted a new event in the ODAO channel, and there's a link to it. This is a proposed upgrade to the Rocket Node Manager contract to fix the feed distributor commission bug. The fix was deployed to Gurley, tested and audited by Sigma Prime. The fix will replace the Rocket Node Manager and correct the miscalculated commission rates. The new Rocket Node Manager contract has been deployed and verified on Etherscan. The proposal has 7-day wait period before the ODAO can start voting. Please let us know if you have any questions." So there was an issue with people being able to distribute their rewards on the execution layer, and that they've asked people to hold off on distributing them because there have been issues with the commission rate, and that's going to be fixed now. So that's going to go to the ODAO in 7 days, and they're going to vote. I expect that they will all, or at least 8 of them will vote in favor of that. So then I guess that will be included in the next upgrade for the Smartnode stack. And speaking of that, Joe had a comment saying, "I bring news. The team has decided to delay version 1.7 until after the feed distributor fix to minimize the chance of shenanigans, since version 1.7 is a significant update." So it's been delayed. There have been some client updates that have happened in that time that was supposed to be included in 1.7, but it looks like those are going to be pushed back by a couple of weeks. So if you need to update your client in the meantime, please go into your terminal interface and do it manually. Do it manually. What else do we see here? So someone asked what is going to be in 1.7. So Joe came out and said, let me see what he said. He said in 1.7 we'll have massive dependency update, ENS support, MEV boost is opt out for now, fixes the balances report, API calculation, removes all Docker Compose script and replaces with Docker Compose plugin, fixes wallet recover for wallets that generated validator keys out of order, other stuff I'm forgetting. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on in there. Joe said that there's some more stuff as well, but yeah, it looks like that's going to be pushed back a couple of weeks because the commission fix needs to go through first, and that's going to take at least a couple of weeks to go through. So I guess everything is ready, it just needs to be pushed. So that's good to know. We're going to be spending a bit of time in today's episode talking about the DAO forum. So I'm sorry that it's cutting up a tiny bit of the left, but I'll try to read what I'm doing. So we had the GMC nomination thread, the list closed. I read out some of the names for that yesterday, which was really great. I was obviously included on that. So people have started providing their statements for the committee. So we've had a statement from collateral, and they provide a lot of information. They wrote RPIP 15, so that's really cool. Mentor wrote their statement. Dunda Chaka wrote their statement, and then Wanda wrote his statement. And in that statement, he gave a caveat saying that he's a very busy person and he'll try his best to stay on top of everything with the GMC, but he'll step down if any conflict emerges or if he has to prioritize other things. And then I wrote my statement. So it says alignment statement. Before I begin talking about how I'm aligned with the Rocket Pool community, I should start by saying that the other people who have been nominated are all amazing, and it'd be an honor for me to be on the Grants and Bounties management committee with any of them. Also, thank you for Dunda Chaka for nominating me. And then there's a joke on trading that I sold my house and bought RPL. Of course, the truth is more complex than that, but I literally do not own a house now and have a pretty sizable bag of RPL. My portfolio is about 80 to 85% RPL. I'm a node operator and have been part of the Rocket Pool community on Discord for over a year. On top of that, everyone in the community knows me as the face of Rocket Fuel, a daily YouTube show where I give a summary of everything happening in the Rocket Pool community. Hundreds of people depend on me to find out what's happening in that small part of the Ethereum world. This community is what I think of as my home on the internet, and I'm as aligned with it as a person can be. Conflicts. I do not have any conflicts. 99.9% of my crypto worth is in RPL and ETH. I'm not on any other committees for any other projects. Identity statement. I'm semi-doxed, like you all obviously can see my face. Everyone in the community knows my face. A little bit of digging will make it easy to find my name and information about me. I'm happy to share personal information with other committee members. Before quitting my job in the summer, I worked in the education sector for 12 years. I was born and raised in the United Kingdom, but I've been living in the US for the last 5 years. I currently live in the Midwest. I'm in my late 30s. I'll be one of the less technically inclined people on the GMC, but I'm able to figure out how important things are quickly. And then there's my Discord, my Reddit, Twitter, and my Ethereum wallet information. And then contribution statement. Since quitting my job, I started to think of ways that I could give back to the Ethereum ecosystem. In conversation with Marceau, I decided to start Rocket Fuel. I saw there was a huge gap for a product like Rocket Fuel, and I decided to fill it. Since I started the show over 2 months ago, I've read 99.9% of posts on trading, and I spent hundreds of hours curating content and creating videos for the show. This has made me a very well-known and respected member of the community. At every point, I've tried to include the community in the project, and I've distributed 3 POAPs, with more coming every month. Being on the GMC would be another way that I can give back even more. And then we had more statements from other people like Fornax, and I think that's all we have so far. So people have 3 days to provide their statements if they want to be considered. If the statement is not provided, or if the statement is not complete at the time of at the end of the 3-day period, then their nomination will be withdrawn. So please pop into the thread and have a read of all the statements. Like I said, we're a community full of really incredible people, and I think everyone that has been nominated would be wonderful on the committee. So that's really great. Next, we had this proposal from Valdorff about max collateral for LEBs. So the idea that Valdorff has is basically, with LEBs coming, now is a good time to talk about how we can change their collateralization percentages, because we can have 16 plus 1.6, and that's fine. But 16 plus 1.6 to 24, and that's fine. But as we move to LEB 8s, 4s, 2s, and on, then maybe it's worth considering how we change percentages of allocation. So the proposal is the minimum collateral should be 10% of protocol ETH, as previously discussed and pretty much agreed upon by most of the community. The maximum collateral, which is the issue of this this post, is that the maximum collateral should be set at the greater of 150% of the node operator ETH or 20% of the protocol ETH. So how does that work? So at 16 ETH mini pools, you can have a range of 10% of protocol ETH, which is the minimum, so that's 1.6 ETH, or a maximum of 150% of node operator ETH, which is 24 ETH, which is where we are right now. For LEB 8s, what would happen is that we would have 2.4 ETH worth of RPL as the minimum, and then 12 ETH worth of RPL as the maximum, which is 150% of node operator ETH, because it's 8 ETH, so 12 is 150% of that. Then hypothetical 4 ETH LEBs would be 2.8 to 6 ETH, and hypothetical LEB2s would be 3 ETH to 6 ETH. So it works out such that for LEB 16s, well, not LEB, like 16, LEB 8s and LEB 4s, the maximum effectiveness would be 24 ETH per 16 ETH worth that you're providing. So the maximum effective RPL would stay at where it is now, except for the LEB2s, which would end up being a little bit higher than that, because you could have 8 LEBs and 6 ETH would be 42 ETH as a maximum. So that changes the dynamics a little bit once you get to LEB2s. However, at LEB4s, you would have 4 mini pools instead of 1 mini pool, and then your effective rate would be 24 ETH in total worth of RPL as a maximum. So the rationale is the maximum collateral currently serves as a cap on privileged speculation, and that's inflation protected speculation, and a friction on rebalancing, a cap on voting power per ETH. All of these are best served by scaling with node operator ETH. Hypothetically extremely low LEB sizes, this could start damaging the secondary collateral purpose, which is why we have part B for the maximum. This change is small enough to have a shot at making it to Atlas if we have a strong consensus. And then there's a rationale with more words that Valdorff goes on to explain, and recent related threads, and that was hidden as well. So far there have been 15 votes on this, and support making this edit to RPIP 8 and moving this to vote 47%, against this protocol 40%, and need additional information, please reply 13%. So my current vote is against this proposal. Wanda asked Kane and others from the team to chime in and ask why RPIP 8 is written the way it is currently. Marceau came in and said that he's against. He has a few reasons why it's against. I can't rationalize this being into net positive given the points below. Also, the sentiment in the previous thread, and there's a link to last time there's a discussion about changing LEB collaterals. As far as I know, is there a reason to think that the tweak suggested here, dynamic max versus period reduced max, would be more favorable? And then Marceau gives a bunch of points about why he's against it. I came in and I made a point about why I'm against it, kind of echoing some Marceau's sentiments. Valdorff said, I wrote it and I pushed 150% max through as not worth discussing at the time. I don't regret that, as the minimum is a lot more important. See my later comment for more context. So then there's more comment here about why Valdorff feels this commission amount is different from, collateral amount is different from before, and they go on to he goes on to make points, and kind of Marceau had a back and forth, and Epinef came and made some comments. So this is a discussion that's ongoing right now, so I think it's worth it for you to pop into the forum and have a read through some of the arguments that I made, and vote. I'm not sure if 15 votes and the division of votes is strong enough right now to form a consensus to make it go to RPIP 8 and voting on it, but it's definitely something that the community is thinking about. So there've been a lot of discussions about tokenomics and collaterals these last few days, and I've covered that on Rocket Fuel too, so it might be something worth poking in there and having a look around. So next we had this comment from Invis, and it says CowSwap and 1inch and Rocket Pool together. So there was a screen capture here. It says 1inch aggregator executor deposited 11.36 ETH into the deposit pool. So and he said, and the protocols didn't even have to KYC each other first. It's insane. So what's happened is the 1inch has integrated the deposit pool, and CowSwap sent the contract, and they went to CowSwap, Cow protocol, and that sent some of it to 1inch, which went through the RETH deposit pool and minted RETH. So now we have DEXs that are interacting directly with the deposit pool when it makes most sense for their customers to do that, because obviously the DEXs work by giving you the cheapest rate possible, and RETH is trading at a premium on the secondary market right now, so it makes sense that DEXs would integrate this. So I kind of knew about this happening a few days ago because of this thread, this 1inch thread. I said at the time I'll let me know when it's ready, and I'll boost it on rocket fuel. So this was on the 17th. Since then we've kind of discovered it, so that information's out there. So let's just dig into what they're saying on the thread here, and then we can boost it more once it's all official. And basically the issue is that the minting, the people at 1 inch didn't know that, sorry, the burning is not happening at just minting, and that's because people at 1 inch didn't know that you're able to actually burn our ETH and get your ETH back already when the deposit pool is like full or has ETH in there. So they said that the team is building a building event this week, so I don't think we'll be live on production for about 2 weeks. That's the estimate from the devs. So this is a discussion that's happening. It's really cool that it's happening, and it's a really nice feature that 1 inch are doing. Once it's all official and all out there, then we can all promote it on like Twitter and elsewhere. But at the moment, it's already working. It's a product that's out there, so I thought I'd cover it since the community's already kind of found it. So next we had this thing that really upset me last night, and I think it's like lack of sleep that was causing it as well. But basically around midnight, Lord Bog started selling RPL, and he sold 180, and then what else did he sell? He sold 180 ETH there, and then a little while later he sold another 50 ETH, so like 230, and then another 100 ETH worth, so about 330 ETH worth of RPL, and it kind of caused the ratio to go down a little bit. It caused the price to go down a little bit because he just market dumped it. So I kind of got upset about this, and I said, like, you do realize it's really easy for you to sell your RPL over the counter, right? A whole bunch of people here will be willing to help you sell it within a day at most. Like, these people will think you're just, yeah, I think I'll leave it that for people to decide what they think about you, but what do I know? And then I basically edited that comment because I used other language, and Patchy said, "Are you okay?" And Nandachaka said, "Spicy whack, he attack." And then Patchy's like, "Don't forget about rule number 1. So let's have a look at rule number 1. It says trading talk. Rule number 1, be excellent to each other. Number 2, scams FUD equals instaban. Rule 3, don't ping the team unless a post breaks. Rule 2. So I got kind of upset because I'm just like, what on earth are you doing? The sentiment around his previous sells was such that it was, I kind of explained it, and let me see what I said. The people were like, "Oh, selling is forbidden." Like, doesn't Bog know that he's not supposed to sell? And I said, it's not forbidden to sell. I have no problem with people selling. It just makes no logical sense at all. He's literally hurting everyone, including himself. This makes absolutely zero sense, and that's frustrating for me. And I said I should just go to sleep. And Valdorff said he's not hurting everyone. All of his counterparties are winning. I said, well, I guess that is someone winning. And then Valdorff said, and his counterparties are folks getting into Rocket Pool or RPL liquidity providers, so it's not so bad. And I said, Val, you're being too logical for this time of night. And I said, just let me rage quit. So this was someone shared this really great, or Dukey shared this great like YouTube thumbnail of like YouTuber rage montage, and there's like all these angry YouTubers. So I'm not on that list today, thankfully, but it kind of upset me last night. I don't know, it just like kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because he's literally like, it's his own money, it's his own ETH, like he can do whatever he wants, right? And it's permissionless. That's what makes crypto like beautiful. It's like no one can stop him from doing this, but it's just, it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, like he sold nearly 2,000 ETH worth of RPL in the last 10 days. His positions, the way he's changed his position doesn't make any sense. Like, they're super erratic. There's no consistency to it. Like, it's just really frustrating. But yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to end it here. This was supposed to be like a 12-hour update, and it ended up being a 20-minute video. So I need to stop talking as much. But I hope you all have a great day ahead, and I'll be back to like I said, from now I'll be back to my normal cadence. So I'll see you again tomorrow morning Eastern time, or in the afternoon European time. Have a great day. Bye.